What's up, guys? It's Carter from Dewey's Jungle. Today we're going to talk about plant propagation. Specifically, we're going to talk about water loss or transpiration and energy produced by the plant's leaves. So for transpiration is caused by openings on the undersides of the leaves that let out water while the plant is just carry on living. They let out water, but in turn they bring in carbon dioxide and let out oxygen. These functions help. One, carbon dioxide is needed for photosynthesis. So that helps do photosynthesis and get the plant energy. But when it comes to propagation, this just mostly loses water for the plant. So when you're propagating, one of the biggest things is trying to find the balance of getting rid of leaves without killing the plant. Now, the other part of that balance is that the plant needs leaves to do photosynthesis and create the energy. The more energy and the faster it can create energy, the easier it is for the plant to create roots and be able to function on its own without assistance from you by propagating it. As in giving it a lot of water and so on and so on. So I'm going to give you some examples. Here I have this Dieffenbachia, which as you can see has really large leaves. It has 3 of them. So this plant is really droopy right now, but that's just because it loses a lot of water with these giant leaves. However, it also produces a lot of energy, so this plant was able to root faster, and as I gave it enough water, these leaves have been able to somewhat survive with minor damage. I noticed this earlier, and that's just kind of part of not having any roots established. And I also went on a trip for a week while it was still rooting, so that didn't help with it staying watered. So I'll give you another example with this. If I were to want to propagate this ficus, I could chop it here, either way, any place on this really will work. But the thing you want to think about is what is going to give me a good amount of leaf space and also not too much to make it lose too much water. So this also depends on the type of plant and what type of resources you have, because if you have a greenhouse where you can keep the humidity really high, that will reduce transpiration and you'll be able to take more leaves and be able to still have success. While if you don't have this availability, you'll probably have to take really small cuttings and take a long time, but you won't lose as much water. So there you have it. Those are some of the basic ideas behind propagating plants that are good things to think about whenever you're taking your cuttings and placing them in your media or water or whatever you're using to propagate that plant. It all depends on what plant you have, how fast it roots, and just overall how much water it can hold. And also what resources you have available. Like if you have a greenhouse, obviously you will be able to take a little bit bigger cuttings. But that's all for now. I'll see you guys later.